up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fighting. Yeah, we back with some more fighting. If you guys could, smash that like button. We just working. UFC 229. Good show. Wow. What up, Fight World? New media. Oh, man. That was a good pay-per-view, y'all. Like, from top to bottom, the prelims were cool. I have a crush on Michelle Watterson. I mean, I know she's married, but she's fine. But, her fight, the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, come from behind victory. That was very impressive, last couple of seconds. Anthony Pettis, Kukui. Then, of course, we're here to talk about the main event. Listen, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. Wow. I got to give him mad props. Now, I didn't do an official prediction, but I said gun to my head, I would lean towards Conor McGregor. I thought he'd be able to stop him. I thought his striking and his power would show up. Man, I was wrong because, well, actually I wasn't. Well, I was wrong in using him as my final pick. But I told you guys, I said if it goes down to the mat, then it's a Khabib show, So I was kind of really torn on the pick. But nonetheless, Khabib impressed me. And one thing that he did that impressed me a lot in this fight was I thought if he went down to the mat, it's a wrap for Conor, which it was. But on top of that, his stand-up game was kind of nice with it. He was throwing. Like, he was a man determined. He was really trying to put a hurting on Conor McGregor. He was really trying to make Conor eat his words type shit. Because I thought it would be just, severe, strictly takedowns. There was a lot of, spots where he had his back against the cage or had him on the mat. But he actually stood his ground, and he was even getting the best of that at times. Like, in the second round, he landed this, like, vicious right hand, and Conor McGregor caught it and then went down to the mat. I don't think anybody dropped Conor to the mat like that. Obviously it's different than in boxing. There's no, like, standing 8 count or whatever, but that was impressive that not only did Khabib do well, from the wrestling side, the grappling on the mat stuff, he dominated, like, the real pacing of the fight. Realistically, the only round you could have gave Conor would be the third round. And even in that round, I don't know that everyone would have gave it to him because Conor was doing some good stuff, but he didn't look his sharpest. He didn't look all the way sharp. And then the other thing is it was competitive. Plus, at the end of round 3, Conor had his back against the cage again. And that wasn't the spot you want to be at with this tough-ass Russian dude that you pissed off, who's better, on the ground than you. I give props to Conor McGregor for his round 2, just the fact that he even survived that, because that ground and pound, we know. I told you guys, if Khabib gets you on the ground, he gonna beat the shit out you. Or I keep saying the ground, but if he gets you on the mat, he gonna beat the shit out of you. And Conor showed a chin in that moment, right? Because other guys would have got folded up in that round 2. Because not only was he probably tired from wrestling this strong ass Russian dude, but he was hitting him with some hard ground and pound shit. So Conor got a chin for sure. It ended Khabib Nurmagomedov. He did submit him in the 4th round. Robert Singleton, shout out to you, $2 super chat. His question was, got the Khabib submission pick right? See, y'all picked it right. I was leaning towards Conor, but he didn't show up. And I'm not making any excuses, but that Mayweather curse. And the thing is, that's what happens. These guys reach a level, like a pinnacle of success, and living a life of luxury. Khabib's still trying to eat. He's still hungry. And then you pissed him off attacking the bus and talking shit about it and stuff like that. So he was out here hungry, trying to prove something. Conor McGregor's been I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. I'm living my best life. You know, he's been living his best life since the Mayweather, even though he lost. You know, it was a loss that people forgave because you fought this generation's best boxer and lost, you know. But this is your sport, you know. This is your sport, so there's really no excuse. Interesting to see where Conor goes from here because as far as I'm concerned, I like Conor McGregor. I think it would have been better for the UFC if Conor won, but fair is fair. Khabib beat that ass, you know. But I just think Conor's more of a showman and salesperson, so it would have helped the UFC more, you know. But it's interesting to see where he's going to go from here. Really interesting. I have no idea where he's going to go from here because, you know, all that, like, part of his package deal is the trash talk. You know what I mean? So you can't lose, you know, to Nate Diaz, and then arguably, you know, some people had Nate Diaz winning the second fight too, you know, and then lose to Floyd in boxing, and then talk all this shit to Khabib, and then lose. You know, after so long, people aren't going to believe the pre-fight hype, you know, because this was a fight Conor needed to win because he talked so much shit about him. You know, he was like, I attacked the bus and he didn't get off the bus. He cowered like a little woman, you know, he hid behind women like a little coward and it wasn't man. I mean, he talked big shit. You got to cash in on this type of fight, you know. Yeah, Ferguson versus McGregor, that's a different style of fight. And Ferguson won. I think he won like 11 in a row, so maybe that's a likely option. But then, you know, Tony Ferguson, why doesn't he get Khabib? Because they were supposed to fight, and then I think Khabib got dehydrated. So, you think they're going to rematch? I don't know about that. Because Khabib was looking like a monster in there. And I know Conor's prideful, and I do think he's a fighter, but I don't know. The way Khabib was looking, you know, it's tough for the UFC because there's so many different disciplines and things like that. Plus, coming off a layoff, UFC has to start implementing some tune-up. Hey, block Ivan Carrillo. Any shooters in here, block him. Ivan Carrillo. Find him and block him. I'm not playing games with these dudes. Not tonight, you know. I had a good night. If we have any shooters in the building, block Ivan Carrillo. Starts with a C. You know. But shout out to Khabib. You know, I'm just gonna keep congratulating. He made him eat his words, every one of them. You know, all the stuff he just didn't live up. Like I said, I don't even know what round you had to give Conor McGregor. You know, nonetheless, I didn't expect it to be like that. You know, I knew how good Khabib was, and I watched his fights like Michael Johnson and his last fight and stuff like that. But I didn't know, he's gonna just take off on him and dominate. Especially, shout out to J-Dog, thank you for handling that. Especially, it was dominant. You know, it wasn't just on the mat he was dominant. You know, Conor would look rusty. Like I said, maybe the UFC, maybe they need to start doing tune-ups because this wasn't it from Conor. You know, this wasn't the performance that he needed. You know, now you took a loss in boxing and then a loss in UFC, your home sport. Block Eunice. He says, yo, Ego, why do you look like a fucking terrorist? Yeah, because I'm here to terrorize your ass. Shooters, get him. I'll show you a terrorist right now. His name is EU Nice. Yeah, that's what they say to me. They say EU Nice. Yeah, I'll be a terrorist. We're going to terrorize your fucking ass in this hot seat. Yeah, J-Dog clapped you. Yeah, we some real terrorists. You know, when nobody's playing, I'm not, you know, I don't really care about the jokes right now. I'm just trying to talk about fight night. But this is a fight Conor McGregor coming off a layoff. He needed to win. He talked a lot, and then he didn't, you know. So I got to give it up to Khabib Nurmagomedov. He did the damn thing. He made him eat his words. Now, I want to talk about post-fight. It got popping, you know, almost on some street shit where Conor was just looking exasperated and depleted. He was just sitting there on the mat. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We have almost 800 people in here. Please smash the like button. If you want this stream to continue, this is how I bring these streams to you instead of just enjoying the rest of my fight night. So, you know, YouTube looks for engagement in their algorithm, right? Yeah, we got hitters on deck, man. But if you guys could, please smash the like button. If you're enjoying the live stream and the commentary, and you just had a good night with the fight night. It was a real good fight night. Good card, UFC 229. But let's talk about the shit that popped off. Smash the like button. Let's talk about what happened after. Khabib Nurmagomedov, another thing that surprised me is he's normally pretty chill, even at the press conference. He said a couple jabs and stuff, but it was really the Conor McGregor show. It's hard to match wits with Conor McGregor, like with the trash talking. Khabib kept it cool, but I see why. He saved all that animosity for the performance, in the ring when they was locked in that cage together, because that's where that's where he did his trash talking. But post fight, Conor sitting on the mat, he tapped out again. And then he was a rear naked choke, and he tapped out. He was depleted. He, whatnot. And Khabib was taunting him, basically like, "Fuck you! I told you. Now what?" Like something to that effect. And then out of nowhere, he jumps over the cage, and they start, trying to reenact Death Row Records at the MGM when they stomped out Orlando Anderson or whatever the fuck they was trying to do, And I guess it stemmed from the adrenaline, and he was taunting Conor, and then I guess he looked at, you see little other motherfuckers who was talking shit from Conor's team or whatever, and then they in the crowd, in the ringside, and you see him, and you like pointing. So I guess that got him heated, and he went on that, he was like, I'm from Russia, so we about to rush ya. Get it? I said, I'm from Russia, we about to rush ya. Bars. So yeah, he hopped over and then rushed, and then a melee altercation broke out, and then it looked like Khabib Nurmagomedov's people came in the cage and got it popping, and it looked like they were like trying to get on Conor McGregor, so he tired and shit, having to man, I had to fight my way out, So it was crazy. Now some people feel different ways about that. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. A lot of people I seen online, they're like, "Oh, that was crazy and that was so unprofessional." I feel it. In a perfect world, I do think sportsmanship should be there, but I'm also from the school of don't start none, won't be none, and you gotta understand that part of what made Conor likable and marketable was his ability to shit talk. So, don't start none, won't be none. We have never seen Khabib Nurmagomedov act like this after a victory. So, he's a human. Conor McGregor attacked, and I'm telling you, I like Conor. But I also understand, a lot of people are like, this is bullshit, ban Khabib, and this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not saying they should have been taken there, but real life, just real life, sometimes emotions get the best of people, and you have to understand that Conor McGregor, he kind of brought this on himself because his demeanor, his MO, he taunted this man in the whole build-up. He attacked the bus and threw dollies and shit, and then now we're gonna boo-hoo and say, "Oh man, that's messed up. What happened? You already beat the man. Just be, just be humble." But what about, was Conor being humble? Let's be real. Was he humble when he threw a dolly at a bus with women on it and then mocked Khabib Nurmagomedov for staying on the bus? We gotta be real. I'm not saying it's right, but that's kind of like when people, depending on where you're from and stuff, that's kind of street life. If the Bloods shoot at the Crips and then kill one of their homies, then they're gonna come back and try to ride on you. I'm not saying it's right, but more often than not, that's what the fuck is gonna happen. Revenge. They're gonna try to. Somebody gotta get it. You kill one of ours, we kill one. So people feel different types of ways, but you gotta look at it. Khabib, what about him being humble when Khabib was chilling on the bus with women and other people were affected by that? Like, some people were suing him and shit because he attacked the bus. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys. You guys been killing with the the super chat donations. It really helps the channel so we get to move on. You know, I'm going to start trying to go to some. Bellator be hitting me up. You know, maybe I'll start there. But I think I'm going to try to go to some of these MMA fights if you guys want. Shout out to Official Reckless, $10 super chat. Just caught you live, cuz. He said, been a minute. Got to show some love. You stay working so much. I'll be behind on hella streams, cuz. All right, back to the previous. I appreciate you. I see your name. I haven't seen you in a minute, but good seeing you. Shout out to Prestigious Gaming, $5. It said, hell yeah, Ego. Conor was being racist and talking all that shit. That's what he gets. It's just like what Nate Diaz did to him. That's what I'm saying. That's that Stockton 209 shit. You can't just walk around treating people any type of way, and then when there's consequences and repercussions, then we supposed to feel sorry for you, but you the one that initiated this energy, you know? Khabib, I've never seen, like, Khabib beat Michael Johnson. I didn't see him beat up on, or, you know, attack Michael Johnson or flip him off like Stone Cold Steve Austin and shit. Shout out to Sam. He said, $2 super chat, appreciate you. Which is crazy, this or Holyfield Tyson too? Shit, it's all in the same ballpark to me. You know, Tyson biting motherfuckers' ears. You know, I think that still has to be crazier because that was like weird. You know, I'm so hungry, and Lenny, I mean Evander Holyfield, he keep bothering me, and he's headbutting me with that big ass bald head, so I'm gonna bite him. Like, that's just weird. You know what Khabib did wasn't what you would call weird. It's just like retaliation. Mike Tyson's shit was weird. Like, you bit a man's ear off. So I'm still gonna rate that as more shocking. Cause I don't care. I don't give a fuck how mad I am at you. I'm not gonna be like, I'm so mad the referee's not stopping when every time I come in close to fight on the inside and you keep headbutting me. Like, I'm never gonna be that mad. I can tell you right now. I'm never gonna be that mad at a man where I'm gonna bite his skin and pierce skin. Do you know how mad you have to be at another man to pierce skin? Mike Tyson was wild. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me, faggot. Like, what? Like, wait, you called him the F word and you said you gonna fuck him. That don't even make sense. How you gonna fuck him and then call him gay? He said, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass in front of everybody. I'm like, ill. Shout out to Oscar Rios, $3 super chat. Gang, gang, gang. Shmoney gang. We just working. He said, what up, Ego? Hashtag money gang. Shout out to Oscar, my dude Oscar. Y'all coming through clutch. Yeah, so I'm gonna still rate Mike Tyson shit because that was just weird. What Khabib did was just retaliation. You know, if you're from the streets or been around the streets at any point, you probably seen, you know, you jump my dude and we jump yours. So Mike Tyson shit, I've been around different energies and different, you know, ran with different crews and shit. I never seen a man bite somebody's ear out. Like, I never seen that. So I'm gonna still say that's more crazy. I swear I've been so mad, but I never been so mad I'm gonna pierce skin. Like, what are you in kindergarten? Every time I fight on the inside, he's headbutting me. Like, motherfucker, Jaws, dun 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 dun. Like, you a shark, motherfucker. Remember Last Dragon when they put that meat in that fish tank? You are the last dragon. You know, and they put that the meat in the piranha tank, and the piranhas ate the meat down to the gristle and shit. That's Mike Tyson. Fuck you, Evander. I'm gonna show you the real deal. Like, the fucking Hannibal and shit. Yeah, that's clever. There once was a caretaker who tried to test me. Ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Like, you think you Silence of the Lambs, motherfucker? So yeah, that's crazier. But anyway, about Khabib, I think the emotions got the best of him. I'm not saying they should have jumped Conor and hopped over the fence and shit, all that. But Conor he started that, you know. I've never seen Khabib do that. I think, you know, like I said, emotions get the best of people. Conor really threw a whole ass Home Depot dolly through a fucking tour bus. And there's Rose, you know, the Rose chick. I forgot how to pronounce her last name. But the badass Rose, she looked like Rose McGowan kind of, you know, with the bald head. she said she was petrified and don't come outside now because Conor did that and all this. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not, like, when people live a certain life and then you see the results of that life, I'm not saying it's not sad when they get locked up or get shot down, but, you know, people see it coming. If you talk that much, that's why you look at, like, Floyd Mayweather in boxing. He trash talks, but nobody's made him eat his words like that. You know, he's not just getting his ass handed to him, you know. So it is what it is. Listen, we got over 1,000 people in here. We got to turn up. If y'all enjoying the stream, you don't want this stream to keep going, you enjoy UFC 229, you know, do me that solid if you could. Smash the like button. We just working. We just talking about this. But I was impressed, really impressed with Conor McGregor. I mean, excuse me, really impressed with Khabib. He just, I mean, he pretty much, you know what, put it this way. I'm not a soothsayer, Miss Cleo or something. Call now for your free read on, yeah, I'm not Miss Cleo, but I'm going to say that might be a game-changing loss. You know, the Conor of old that knocked out, you know, Jose Aldo in 13 seconds, I don't know if we're going to see him anymore. You know, the one that mollywopped Eddie Alvarez, because aside from internal, the psychology of, you know, when you take losses, you know, I think psychology, I believe in psychology, you know, sports psychology or just regular psychology. Once you start losing, you know, it's going to be in your head to some degree. You know, obviously people like Pacquiao took early losses and then bounced back and did wonderful things and all that. But Conor's, he's not a fresh spring chicken. Like, you know, Pacquiao was like fucking 19 or some shit. So he bounced back from it. But, you know, Conor's pushing 30. And, yeah, I don't know if Conor will be the same after this, because it's like that was a real discouraging loss. And the fact that like it was just like a systematic surgical loss, you know, like round 2, he was getting punished. You know, Khabib had him on the ground and pound. It was like feeding him like elbows and all types of shit. He was holding position, holding him down. You know, that was a pretty bad loss just because it was so systematic. And like even the Nate Diaz, I've been in his gym. I love Nate Diaz, but I think most people could admit, and he's from NorCal like me, you know, so shout out to Nate Diaz. He kind of set out the blueprint for this, you know, so I give him credit. He's the first. But I will say Nate Diaz's fights were more competitive with Conor. Even if you had him winning in the second fight or losing or whatever, they were more competitive. Like his face was like bloody. Khabib, he looked like he can go to the club with that little blonde afro wig on. You know what I'm saying? So he never looked like he was in any real danger in this fight. So that's what makes it worse. It's one thing if you know, like, is super competitive and you lose, but Conor pretty much got dominated. I might have gave Conor, I gotta watch it again, so don't chew me out. I know you online motherfuckers be, oh, shut the fuck up. You know, be overreacted and shit. You're fucking stupid. But I might have gave Conor round 3. I gotta watch it again, though. I thought he was doing some solid work with the strikes. You know, but it was still competitive. So, you know, maybe it was a swing round. But round 1 and 2, if you were a Conor fan, your heart skipped a beat. Because even when Conor got hit with that, Conor just looked a little bit off, you know. And see, we've seen this. Conor, he went the money route, no pun intended, fought Floyd Mayweather and got discouraged and beat that way. Then he took a long-ass vacay, a long-ass break in between. And then you come back and fight a monster like Khabib and then lose in that way. You know, that's a bad sequence. He should have got right back in there, you know, and fought somebody right after the Mayweather fight. But, you know, I understand he had the money, and I'm sure it's hard, you know. I'm not trying to act like if I was in the same position, I wouldn't do any different. I don't know, because, you know, I didn't make $90 million fighting Floyd or whatever he made, $75 million. But, like Marvin Hagler said, sometimes it's hard to wake up and run 8 miles in silk pajamas, you know. So maybe Conor McGregor reached that pinnacle, and even though he lost to Floyd in boxing, you know, he reached a level of success and fame and money where, who knows? And see, this is the other thing. Well, I got so much to say. So just listen, we got 1,600 plus people in here. If you guys could, you're doing great with the comments and the super chats. Shooters, how many likes do we have? We got to get, if you guys want these streams to keep going, we got to get the likes up while we have the people and if everyone's just in here. So one of my shooters, please let me know how many likes we have. I'm going to get to the super chat. Official Reckless again with a $10 super chat. It takes a couple seconds to like, but shout out to the super chats. You guys are, you know, holding that down. And in the comments, it says another 10 just cause the new media can't talk MMA. Because the new media can't talk MMA. The Black Channel hate Conor McGregor. Hey, you tripping. Even if they never said anything bad about him, dislike, laughing my ass off. Peace, cuz, Ego Army, you biatches. He just being funny. He's being facetious. Okay, yeah, no. If we have 249 likes, that's not acceptable. Bro, if we have 1,000, 16, 1,700, 4 scored, 7 years, 1,492 people, we got to get those likes up or this stream can't continue because, you know, I'm not trying to have my numbers messed up, you know, trying to do these long ass streams. So if you guys could, if you wanted the stream to keep going and talk, if you guys hit the smash the like button. Other thing is YouTube's not sending out the notifications to everybody, which is irritating, you know. But UFC 229 was a very good card. I enjoyed it. I really did. I thought it was a good card. You know, you definitely got your money's worth as a fan. Yeah, we got to boost those likes up, people. If y'all want to keep going with the stream, we got to get that up. Hold on 1 second, yo. Yeah, that brawl was wild at the end. Did anybody watch the DAZN card? I just heard the outcomes of the fights. Yeah, but, you know, Conor McGregor is going to be hard, like, in my opinion, because part of his package deal is the antics, you know, at least to sell the fights. But you take bad losses or, you know, you're not really in a position to, like, overdo it. Conor McTap out. Y'all going in. Y'all shady. Damn, it's going so fast. I can't even read all the comments right now. Conor McGregor lost. He was submitted, 4th round submission. The DAZN card was official. How was the main event? And Khabib was angry as fuck. Even when he won, he said that's not even good enough. Fuck that. How many subscribers they have for DAZN? No, how many? You guys, I didn't even watch the DAZN card. I just know the outcomes. But see, this is the thing with the DAZN card is it was super predictable. You know, everyone that was supposed to win probably won, I'm imagining. What do you mean -2 subscribers? What does that even mean? How the fuck you have -2 subscribers? Y'all tripping right now. Y'all trolling me or something. McTap. Y'all are vicious. Yeah, it was looking ugly for Conor in there. Khabib was not playing. He was not here for the games. I knew Conor was gonna tap before he even tapped though, because he was in that rear naked. I mean, it looked like deja vu, you know, because he was gonna go to sleep like Holly Holm versus Misha Tate if he didn't. He was already tired. There's no way, you know, you get someone. There's no way. It's just over for you. Yeah, the first round wasn't the greatest. It was just a lot of positioning and control by Khabib Nurmagomedov. But that second round, I was like I said, if you was a Conor fan, your heart skipped a beat after that because he was getting pummeled, you know. And like, you know what, the other thing it's almost sad. Conor McGregor looked discouraged. Like someone said hashtag chicken jaw. Yeah, he didn't have no chicken jaw tonight. But the thing is, Conor McGregor looked discouraged to me. You know, even like I don't know. I just look at body language. Like it was after the second or third round or something like that. Conor McGregor is walking to his corner, like his corner or whatever, and he's like smiling like he's having a good time in there. But it was after like a rough moment of round 3, like the end round where his back was all against the cage. It wasn't it was like a fake happiness. Like you're not happy right now. Does that make sense to you? Like you getting put through the ringer, you know, and this is a super difficult fight. It was just like a fake. It was like a fake smile or whatever. Like there's no way you're happy right now because you're losing the fight, and it's, you know, you're probably tired, and he's just like mouthpiecing, like smiling. Hold on one second, yo. Yeah, Khabib, man, he's looking like a monster. I want to see Khabib and Ferguson next. Another thing is people mad at Khabib's sportsmanship or whatever, but like I said, look at Conor's antic. He's like, oh, this man, I've talked to the Dagestani, and you know he has a chicken jaw, and even when he walks out, he does that little, you know, that Weekend at Bernie shuffle, like so he could have all the bravado and shit talking and destroy buses, and then when Khabib acts off emotion, it's all good. But Conor throwing a fucking heaving a dolly through somebody else's bus, that's, you know, that's all good. He got arrested for that, you know. So Conor can act off emotion. Or when Nate Diaz and his brother were leaving and he's launching Monster energy drink cans, chucking them, you know, like they're fucking grenades in Vietnam, you know. So I'm not gonna say it's good when the extracurricular shit happens, but you know, I'm not gonna be like boo-hooing like some people, like, oh no, that was so rude how they did that to Conor, because at the end of the day, this is the energy that he omits too, you know, with people, especially if he's on the, you know, Mystic Mac. I mean, just listen to how he acts and what he said. And I'm a fan of Conor. I like Conor, but I'm also a fan of fairness. But shout out to these, motherfucker. If y'all want to super chat, send like $3 so I could buy another pack of these. These are hella good. So, man, the UFC is just crazy. Like, so many different ways to win or lose. Hard to stay on top. You know, like Ronda Rousey was the big thing. Now Conor McGregor, you know, and then now he didn't look as sharp tonight. My man wants some money today too. These shits is hella good. My son loves those, like gummy worms, Paul. These is hella good. Conor lacks heart. I can't go that far. He's still a professional fighter. but ain't nobody trying to get put to sleep. Conor was actually the underdog in this fight. Bro just ate an octopus. These shits is hella good. You tripping. Shout out to Trolleys, sponsor the channel. I'll promote the fuck out of some Trolleys on the channel. Are you a fighter that likes octopussy? Octopus. Is that the plural of octopus? Octopussy? No, just playing. Kind of. Is that, listen, is octopussy the plural of octopus? I think it is. Trolley. Never mind, I'm trying to get a trolley sponsorship. They're like, no, you said pussy on the air. We're not. You can't sell our products. There's kids that eat our candy. I think it's called octopussy. Isn't that plural? You know, like a goose, the plural is geese. I think the plural of octopus is octopussy. Where the octopus? Fucking octomom and shit. Somebody like, get back to the fight breakdown. Fucking square ass motherfucker. This is Tony Ferguson.
Tony, right here. Anthony Pettis' corner. They stopped the fight. Could you realize that? Did you know that he had broken his hand? I think he said he had shattered his hand.
Entertaining ass car. Damn, it's lit on the internet right now.
First off, could you tell that something's going on with his hand? And second, what do you think about corners? I mean, we've been saying this for a while that we need to see more corners stopping fights where they think that their fighter can't go. What's your thoughts on his corner stopping that?
Anthony Pettis is not a quitter. He battled probably the best fighter that
Hold on one second, yo. We're trying to get
I could probably beat in this fight. This was a world championship level fight right here that I had. Doesn't matter who was going to be put in front of me. Their will was going to be tested. They were going to taste blood. I actually had blood in my eyes and we stopped. I was getting excited because I was battling a little bit of adversity. You said, you got rocked. Yes, I got frickin' rocked. It was amazing. You guys have no idea how well I battle under attrition. I do so well under chaos, it's not even funny. There's nobody in this division that's ready for me. You guys want to talk about money fights? You want to talk about...
Khabib might be ready for you.
I have the belt inside my room. I'll match my belt up with Conor's or with Khabib's any day. I'm all in. I'll bump up to 170 when I'm done here and I'll clean up that division too.
So Tuesday,
damn. Shout out to Jay Venison, $2 super chat.
An interesting interview. Wednesday, you started having fun with open weigh-ins, or media day, and then an open weigh-ins. Was today fun? Did you enjoy being back in the cage after surgery?
Yes, I'm smiling, guys. I don't have to talk bullshit. I had a lot of fun in there. I was really nervous going into the match. You guys have no idea how nervous I was. I was trying to find my groove, trying to listen to my music, but it was so hard. It's been a year since I've been competing inside this octagon. I wanted to go in there and I wanted to demonstrate everything that I've been
Look at Lomachenko.
And how embarrassing would it have been if I lost? And then all those videos that I've been doing, right? I mean, it would have came back at me. So I had to make sure that I went in there and I put this dude away in color, in fashion. So that way it would set me up for the next fight, which is the title fight. I am the champ. Dana White, you need to pay me. I don't know if I got a bonus. Did I get a bonus, guys?
He said you need to pay.
Right? Everything's been so busy. It's been so chaotic. But Pettis and I deserve fight of the night, and I deserve another bonus because of that. You guys understand, I train my ass off, and I have a bunch of fighters looking at me to set the sport clean. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm not going to worry about anybody else doing what they're doing because they're going to have to go home at night, and they're going to have to decide whether or not they were doing the right thing. Not me.
Tony, you earlier in the week said that you don't actually enjoy fighting and your victory dance is a bag of M&Ms and a can of Coke. What? After an epic war, yes mate, yeah, get in. After such an epic war against Pettis, arguably fight of the night, is the can of Coke and the M&Ms going to cut it?
What was your fight of the night?
Pizza. You guys are like, nah, you guys are like boring out here. But it's funny because it's the smaller things to me that make the biggest difference. Because that keeps me humble. You guys don't want me to have a big head like Conor. Trust me, you guys won't fucking like me. We'll be putting numbers on that pay-per-view stuff if you guys really want me to cut some promos. Trust me, it's cool. I clean up nice. You know, I don't need these lines in my hair. I don't need all that stuff. But I have good management. I have my family. Even before that, I got fake family friends. And that's strong. You gotta try.
What y'all think of who you want to see for Ferguson fight?
And I don't see not one of these fighters in the UFC doing that. I'm setting myself up for life, for my 401k and everything else with my professional team. I'm taking Snap into it global. You guys have no idea. Me and my Sharks, we're going big with this stuff. Health and wellness, man. It's awesome. I did my thing in 4 months. A lot of these PT guys, I'm going back from my PT, you guys. You guys know what that is, right? It's a doctorate. That way you motherfuckers have to listen to me now.
What?
Get it?
Dr. Ferguson. In the just a quick.
Hey, he's tripping.
Tony, just to play the devil's advocate, you said you want to clean up the sport, and you didn't like that.
He sounds a little bit.
It seemed like they were outraged by what
It
happened.
doesn't sound right. Him talking like
And obviously, it's going to be
boastful.
dominating
I don't know.
for the
That's just
next
me,
several
maybe.
days. How is this bad if people liked it and it's going to make the fighters money?
It's entertainment. It's what you do with it. I'm not going to get mad at it anymore. I mean, you heard a bunch of people just, if there's nobody getting too hurt in it, and this is Vegas, we're Vegas stronger, right? I fight here. My first time here was when I had a trial for the Ultimate Fighter. People were trying to pull me, hey, let's go to Vegas, let's go have fun. I'm like, you guys don't understand. It's like, I don't like Vegas. Why? Because I want to go and I want to fight there. When this stuff happens,
How you gonna say
it's
Russians a
puts
pussy?
bad taste in it, but we're trying to clean it up.
How you gonna say he's a pussy and he won?
That's not for me anymore. I don't have to get all crazy on it. I have fun. If there's another fighter in front of me, which I hope is Khabib or Conor, I even call him Conor. I'll give him that respect anymore. I don't have to call him Tiramisu McNuggets because I have all the sauce, and I'm very sweet.
You know, this is horrible.
One last question. How do you think he'd match up with Khabib when you saw what he did against Conor tonight?
It was funny. I actually saw Conor in the back at the weigh-ins. And he was strutting up, doing his thing. I can't even do that shit. It's kind of cool. Throw elbows like a Mexican here. But he was strutting up, and I had my music on. And I could see a shadow, and I looked over my shoulder, and he stopped in his tracks. He saw fear. I saw fear, like the biggest fear ever. He forgot for a split second.
All right, I'm done with that. We losing viewers listening to Ferguson right now. He's a good fighter, but shit. Hella people left the stream. I was just trying to... y'all want to hear me more than the fighters. That's hella funny. I just watched like 400. No, it was like 600 people just left. They're like, fuck this, I'm out of here. He's not even talking to us. He's just eating his octopusy. Oh well, I don't give a fuck. I already hit my numbers. Good card though. I enjoyed it. Ego, remember Tong Po? He said, "My lean good fuck." Shout out to Kickboxer. Khabib the Eagle, man. The Eagle swooped down, man. What's Conor gonna do? He said, "LOL, we here for Ego." I guess we lost 600 people fucking with Tony. I'm Tony. I'm Tony Montana. Who watched DAZN though? Did Jesse Vargas win? I seen he got dropped in the 12th round. Chris Price, shout out to you, $10 super chat. His comment in the super chat: Khabib gets criticized by Joe Rogan, but McGregor throws shit at buses, calls black people monkeys and shit, and it's all good. He tried to play gangsta and it backfired. The Floyd curse is real. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, I don't know. These comments are funny. I don't know if a lot of people are like analyzing it. Like, you can't carry yourself. It's like live by the sword, die by the sword. If you carry yourself in that type of way, like a boastful way, and then when you lose, hey, Joker versus the world, you must be new here. He said, "Stop eating, you fucking bitch." Why are they so mad though? Stop fucking eating, you little bitch. If you don't stop, bro. But anyway, live by the sword, die by the sword. If you, at the end of the day, if you promote a certain way, when it doesn't work for you, you can't be mad when someone does it back to you. That's just, it is what it is. What do you mean Vargas's career is over? Oh, it was a draw? Oh, wow. How did the fight play out? Like, was it actually a draw? I didn't watch it. How's DAZN doing? Because he signed to DAZN. Yeah, Khabib was getting busy. I was like, oh my God. That round 2, Mayweather curse, y'all. That Mayweather curse is where I told y'all about that Mayweather curse. He fought Floyd and looked like a different fighter. You know, I thought, you know, it just shows you. But see, this is what I'm talking about, people, is like, you got to live the fighter life. Like, I see pictures of Conor. I mean, I'm not here to judge people, their life like that in detail, but the fighter lifestyle is important. That's how Floyd Mayweather and guys like that have been able to stay atop, because they're disciplined. You can't be undisciplined and then, like, look at Kovalev in boxing. Look at Conor McGregor. If you see, I see them drinking, and that's cool. That's your prerogative, but you can't just indulge and overindulge. You know, you can't overdo it. You can't overdo it and then think you're gonna fight guys who don't live. Like, I don't know for a fact, but I believe Khabib Nurmagomedov is Muslim, so I don't think he even drinks. I think he even said that at the press conference. You get what I'm saying? He says, "Oh no, I don't want none of your whiskey. I don't drink." Won't. Right? You know, he's following the Quran and whatnot. And, you know, if you're overdoing it, you know, if your life, because you're rich and stuff, is becoming a cheat day and you're trying to compete at a high level, it's just going to be hard. You know, you're going to probably get tired and different stuff like that. That Khabib, he's a human, so he's naturally going to get tired, but he's not poisoning his body. He's not living excessive, you know. So I think that's important for fighters. A lot of people, they live on the edge and live the party life and always staying up late, and, you know, just different stuff. So when they're performing, and that's what happens, that you have to be, the bigger you get, it takes a lot of discipline to stay away from that. That's why, again, I'm going to keep saying that. That's why I give props to Floyd Mayweather, because he been in Vegas, in the heart of it, to stay away from alcohol and drugs and shit like that. It's called, he live in a motherfucking place called Sin City, you know. So I'm sure that stuff is, you know, hard to stay away from if you have a certain personality. Like me, I'm not big on peer pressure. Nobody's gonna peer pressure me and tell me what to take or do or whatever. So, you know, that's just what it is. But, you know, Khabib, he just came out man determined, man on fire, and he worked Conor over. And I thought Conor could knock out Khabib, because I seen Khabib get hurt versus Michael Johnson, but Conor didn't even hurt him. You know, Conor needed to let his hands go. He looked a bit rusty. His you know, he does this thing where he's like pawn at you, try to measure distance, then he'll hit you with the left. He didn't look as crisp and fluid. Foshin, $5 super chat. Everything Dana White gets everyone Dana White loves gets his or her ass whooped. He was about to cry after Conor got hit with that ham sandwich and was interviewed about it on ESPN. Wow. That's what happens. They're quick to anoint people. Like, even on DAZN, Artur Beterbiev fought Calum Johnson or whatever, and he got dropped by him a round after he hurt him. After he hurt Calum and dropped Calum himself. You know, and people were saying in boxing, this was the guy that would beat Andre Ward. But I've watched, when he fought for the IBF title, I watched his fight, you know, the Calum Johnson or whatever fight, and you getting dropped by someone like that. I just don't see Beterbiev. He's strong, but I don't see him beating Andre Ward. But people are so quick to anoint you this. You know, Conor McGregor, he has that personality, that spark and the charisma, and people kind of confuse that. But selling fights, you still got to put the work in at the gym. You still got to be disciplined. And, you know, Conor, when, you know, you got Drake. I don't know. Maybe it's the Drake curse, because I think Drake walked Conor out before, or he walked somebody out and they lost, you know. So maybe that Mayweather and Drake curse applied here. You know. So you still got to live the fighter life. Like I said, it becomes harder and harder to justify the banter pre-fight and, like, who the fuck and all this stuff if you're not winning. You know, the excessive trash talking. That's just my opinion. If you thought Khabib dominated Conor, smash the like button. Y'all should be smashing the like button either way. And like regardless, he did dominate Conor. He won. Okay, when Conor McGregor after round 2 or something, he was looking like this. Look, this is my live video. They got doctors and cornermen and shit. They trying to rebuild the $1 million man or whatever. That wasn't a good look. I was like, oh shit. You know, they had people in swells and doing all this shit on him. I was like, oh my gosh, that's not a good look. You know. You do real good post-fight analysis. Shout out to you. I appreciate that, David. Yeah, I just try to give my thoughts, you know, what I see in the game. So if you guys like it, make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. But yeah, they was rebuilding him and shit like he was Mr. Potato Head. I'm like, what the fuck are all these hands? And that wasn't a good look. Conor got worked. You know, there's no other way to put it. Boxing styles make fights. Shout out to you. $5 super chat. His face was swelling and breaking up. He didn't look as sharp with his own strikes. His timing looked a bit off. He was, definitely getting his energy zapped, being on the mat, having his back. He didn't control the distance like we've seen him in the past. And then what surprised me was that Khabib Nurmagomedov was able to stand up with him and still be effective even in those spots. That's crazy. Because I thought that Khabib, based on his style, I thought he's gonna just try to take him down and then keep it on the mat. But he was standing up. He was like I said, a man determined. He was standing and trading, and the first moment where I'm like, oh shit, Conor's in a real fight. The second round, when Khabib, they were standing up, kind of in the pocket. Khabib was like, yeah, and he landed this like looping ass right and caught Conor McGregor, and he go down. I'm like, what the fuck? Conor's usually, that's his bread and butter. Because listen, for a fighter like Conor McGregor, we know his strengths, we know his weaknesses, and if you're not winning the stand-up battle, then that's not good, because you're in there with a master class type of wrestler, elite level with the grappling and shit. So you have to at least win the stand-up game, and he wasn't all the way doing that. I guess like I said, his best round was round 3. He landed some good punches. He showed the fighter spirit. But I firmly believe what you do in your off season, when the cameras aren't around, so in moments like this, that can come back to plague you. It really can. If you cheating yourself, drinking a lot, stuff like that. It's just not a good look. Khabib was all business tonight, and he deserved to win. Block Keychain. Shooter's block. We gonna christen him. Keychain, block him. Block Ernesto Espinoza too. Look at the people, look at the names, the pictures, and the profile pictures of the people doing the most hating in the comment section. Block Ernesto Espinoza and block Keychain or whatever. How did y'all score round 3? How did you guys score round 3? Did y'all give every round to Khabib? You know what else surprised me? The purses, the disclosed purses. Conor, I think, got $3 million, and then Khabib was listed at getting $2 million. So I was surprised that they had like such a fair. Because when Ronda Rousey fought Amanda Nunes, she got $3 million, and Amanda Nunes got something like hella light, like 90,000 or something crazy. Damn. I got to watch the third round again because I want to make sure that I didn't give it to Conor because as a mercy round, because clearly round 3 was Conor's best round, You know, so I want to watch it again in its entirety just to make sure I didn't give, because that's how some people score. When you ain't done shit or you haven't looked good in the previous rounds, and then you finally do better, not even necessarily better, like good enough to win the round. Sometimes people give you a mercy round, and I don't like to do that. I don't want to give you the round just because you've done better than you have the past 2 or 6 rounds, and then your 7th round or your 3rd round you did better, so I'm just giving it to you by default because you actually did something. So I got to watch that again, but that was kind of the only round that you really could have gave him. Shout out to B Crow, $10 super chat, Shmoney Gang. We need to see that Conor I don't run McGregor has no cardio. That's another thing, is his cardio seems like off. He seems like he gets tired faster than other people, you know. Like you look at, I know it's different weights and stuff, but like you look at guys like TJ Dillashaw and stuff, they're well conditioned to go the 5 rounds no matter what they're in there with. Yeah, it's going to be hard for Conor to come back from this just based on the fact he talked so much trash. But beyond that, it's going to be hard because he got beat. It's worse when you get beat from pillar to post and beat in every way. You know what I'm saying? You got beat in the stand-up game and outlanded. And you got beat clearly when your back was against the cage or when you're on the mat. And then post-fight, he tried to embarrass you and, like, you know, him and his squad tried to jump you and beat you. You know, that just, you got outclassed. It wasn't a good look. You know, it'd be one thing if, like, let's say Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis was losing his fight, right? But he turned it all around with a knockout. So that it's not... Even though people know he was losing, he was able to hit that trigger, you know, with Volkov. So even though he was losing, it was still a like, cause Derek Lewis, Black Beast, hurt. It looked like he had rallies in that fight. Even though he was losing, there was spots. So it was competitive. You get what I'm saying? The Anthony Pettis, Ferguson shit. Ferguson got rocked. Yes, he won the fight, but he still got rocked. It was competitive. If you look at it, the main event was probably the least competitive out of the from the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, Volkov fight on. The main event was the least competitive. You guys get what I'm saying? Derek Lewis versus Volkov. I had Volkov winning before, up until obviously the stoppage, but it was competitive because he rallied in there, and he hurt Volkov before that. You know, Pettis rocked Tony Ferguson. He just told you it post-fight. He said, "Oh yeah, I got rocked and I loved it." You know, the main event was actually the most one-sided. So that's bad because you don't have, like, Volkov. Okay, he lost, but he could say, "I was doing very well and I got careless." Like, you know what I'm saying? He has something to fall back on. You know, Pettis could say, "Oh, I rocked him, but then I broke my hand." Conor don't. Out of all them fights, Conor doesn't really have anything to fall back on as to why he lost. Do you get what I'm saying? The other guys were at least competitive in their defeat. Shout out to TC the Crisis. It's time for Conor to call the WWE like, hey, big head. Y'all are so out of pocket. He said call Vince McMahon like, "Hey, big head." Yeah, Ferguson Pettis, that was a bomb ass fight. What happened with Pettis' brother? I didn't, because I wasn't watching at that time. I went to get a pizza. You know, what happened with Pettis' brother? So yeah, that's what makes it harder for Conor McGregor. Is his fight was the main event, and it was the most one sided out of the bunch. And, like, you know, it's Marvin Hagler. I keep saying it. It's hard to wake up in silk pajamas and run. I think, you know, look at it. Conor McGregor, the UFC, let's just keep it all the way a buck. UFC fighters don't get as much as boxing fighters in boxing. That's a given. And then they got their sponsors taken away, right? That's a reality. Conor went over to boxing. That probably fucked him up because he made a type of money that would take forever for him to get, if he could even make it in the UFC. And he got that in one fell swoop, you know. And maybe I'm not making any excuses, but it's possible that being comfortable cost him. You know, because while you sitting up here, you got 75 to 100 million fighting Floyd in boxing, and you know you're living good. Other people are still hungry. They're still trying to get the bag. You know, so that might have been it was a come up initially, you know, because you just came and made all that money with Floyd, but at the same time, you probably lost hunger in doing that, because that's why even when he lost to Nate Diaz, you notice he came back promptly. He came back to fight him promptly, but he got so much money in the Floyd fight, you know, he took time off. You know, spent time with his chick, and he spent time with his chick and his newborn. So yeah, I don't know. We never seen Conor get dominated like that, so I'm curious to see how he's gonna look beyond this, because that was crucial. You know, I told you, I said if it goes to the mat, Khabib all day, but you know the way Khabib dominated, not only on the mat, he dominated in all points. He dominated. So highly impressive stuff. And then, like I said, you got to look at, you know, I hate to say this, but just like, well, I don't hate to say it because I think it's the truth. I told you guys all the time, bullies don't like to get bullied. Straight up. Conor McGregor, he likes to be the center of attention. You know, he likes to be the man, the showstopper, the front runner. These front runners don't, you guys notice that they don't like when they're met with the same energy and when the going gets tough, because it's like, what the fuck? You know, I'm used to blowing Eddie Alvarez away. I blew Jose Aldo away in 13 seconds, you know? So that's all adds to the enigma and the, you know, the hype of it. But then when you're put in the trenches, you know, that's what's going to show you what you made of. And Conor, for whatever reason, he gets tired when he's up against it. He's like literally gets tired mid-fight, and he's willing to see. That's why I hate being. I like Conor, but I hate to be so blunt and harsh. But this is what I do on my channel. Once a quitter, you know how they say once a quitter, always a quitter. Once you accept the way out of quitting, then you're going to do it again. It's almost inevitable, unless you get out the game or something, and you're no longer doing it. You know, like Holly Holm, she, to my knowledge, I don't remember a time where she was quitting. Like, she let Misha Tate put her to sleep via submission. Just, Holly Holm was out. You know, when she was a boxer, Holly Holm was fighting, I think her name was Sheila. I forgot the name. Sophia, the girl that knocked Holly Holm out. Holly Holm was getting hit, bludgeoned, and the ref was tripping. The ref didn't stop the fight or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck is the ref doing? Holly Holm was still the heart of a lion, you know. But once you give yourself the way out, most people revert back to it because you've already conceded. You've already accepted defeat at some point. You know, it's just too easy to fall back into that. Just look at it. Look at, like in boxing, Victor Ortiz. He quit before. So when other fights got rough for him, he quit again. You know, Lucas Matisse, he quit, it looked like, versus when he fought Victor Postal. When the going got tough with him with Pacquiao, looked like he quit and checked out in that fight. You know, people don't like to be on that, you know, when things aren't going their way. When they're front runners, power guys and stuff. It's just like it really does something to them. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle being met with the same intensity that they're given. So, you know, ultimately it was a good fight. It was a very good card. Very impressed with Khabib. I thought he did what he set out to do. You know, I'm not mad at it. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Can someone check to see where we're at with the likes? How many likes do we have right now? Yeah, the Mayweather curse, man. 400. We got to push that up. We've had to sustain over 1,100 people. If you guys are in the stream, please smash the like button. We're just talking about this fight game. You know, it's a good fight. Conor, it wasn't his night. That's not UFC, though. What does that even mean? What's not UFC? This money ain't UFC. Shout out to Lamar Gugis, $10 super chat. Conor should learn the Mayweather lesson. The Mayweather lesson or Roy Jones lesson. If you talk shit that you can't lose, you have to be ready. Lots of people may say Mayweather talks a lot of trash, but he wins. Hashtag stay ready. Facts. The other thing I think too is, oh shit. Wow. I got the tape. Listen, I got the tape. My man just sent me the tape. Okay. I'll do a deal with y'all. If y'all want to see Khabib going crazy, what the hell? I'm going to play the tape, but we got to get the likes up. You know. Y'all work with me, I'll work with y'all. Hold on. We have to do a major push and try to get the likes closer to 600. I'm going to show you this tape. This dude Khabib did the fool. Like, this is crazy. We have to do a major push and try to get the likes closer to 600. Hold on. Show you this tape. Starting now. Let's do a major push. I'm going to show y'all this. Hold on. I'm just getting set up because I have faith that we can get us closer to 600. We're already at 500. Let's do a major push right now. Everybody, if you want to see this tape, we got to get to the next level, you know. Helps us in the algorithm. Here, I got it. I'm pulling it up right now. Smash the like button. It's funny. I say that motherfuckers hit the dislike button. That's not doing anything. But make sure y'all smash the like button. We working. Are we getting close? Hey, Khabib was a fool. He did. Damn. The angle I got is crazy. Anyone hear what Conor said? Here, fuck it. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Yeah, keep smashing the like button, but look. Hey, he about that life. Hey, he really about that life. Oh, shit. Death Row East, believe in it. Oh, shit. This is that Death Row East. This is like the MGM with Orlando Anderson. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That man really jumped off some shit. Wow. They wildin' like for real, for real. Wow. He really jumped. He's not getting paid for that? No, where you hear that from? No press conference. Dana said they got both checks. Oh shit, really? Oh wow. He tripping then. Yeah, it wasn't worth it then if you ain't getting fucking paid. What the fuck? Damn. Hold on 1 second. I'll try to. Wow, he not getting paid though. I'll be like, yo, I need my fucking check. You know, I just slowed it down for slow motion so you guys could watch it. We got to get to 600 likes. We got to try to get close. I'm going to play it again for you guys, but I got it in slow motion. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We working. Y'all want to see it? If y'all want to see it in slow motion, I got the clip right now queued up. If you want to see it in slow motion, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm going to play it for y'all. Smash the like button if y'all want to see the clip of him in slow motion. Damn, he said I bet on Khabib and won $500. If y'all want to see it, type hell yeah in the comment section. Smash the like button. This man really leaped off of the cage apron. All right, I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Hold on, we got it. I was trying to show you. Hold on. Antonio Mendoza, $5 super chat. Conor could be unprofessional. Everyone be fine with it. But if Khabib does it, they withhold his person, call him a disgrace. True. Facts. All right, I'm going to show y'all. Look, hey, he jumped. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm going to show y'all again. He really leaped off some shit. Hold on. He really was out there in the thick of it. Hey, block Roderick Wicker. Oh, he's talking to someone else. Never mind. Y'all can leave him. Yeah, he's just really in there fighting people. Yeah, the eagle has landed. Hold on, I'm going to show you. I think that's... Damn, he think he Jordan or something, the way he leaped in there. He thought he was Michael Jordan. Jumping in the crowd. He tripping. Anyway, that's my hour. Hope you guys enjoyed. Anyone have any questions for me? Any more thoughts? Any closing segments on DAZN, boxing? I'm about to get out of here. I lost $50. Anything else I missed that you guys want? So they didn't even do press conference. Ego, keep doing your thing. Thank you. Triple G versus Charlo. Let's see it. I want to see it. Good fight. Ego, never forget the Mayweather curse is real. I tried telling y'all the Mayweather curse. Yeah, Mayweather will probably come back for Conor. I mean, not Conor. Oh, shit, he might come back for Conor. Khabib won via submission, 4th round. He'll probably come back for Pacquiao, though. See, you know, it takes something to stay undefeated like that, no matter what you're in, what fighting sport. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all be easy. Peace out.